Okay, I think that's about as much as I want to use for that. Excuse me, nail polish. Lovely fumes make my nose run. And then, once we've got all that stuff all done, we want to, like I said, you can go back with a lighter shade, or you can just go ahead and go straight for your base coat and blot that on just to kind of blend it a little bit more. I think what I'm going to do this time is just mix a little bit of it with that kind of darker shade that I've created. Okay, so it should be dry enough to do the snitch, and how we're going to start out making the snitch on our nails is we're actually going to start with the wings first. You'll come to realize this is a lot easier. It'll just make it look more seamless. You don't have to be as perfect if you do it this way. So for the wings of the snitch, of course we all know they're white. It's a little bit tricky to do, that's why I said you should probably practice, but I'm going to use Stripe Right by So Easy in white, and it's just a nail art nail polish. If you're not familiar with this, you absolutely have to have it. I'm not sure how like the nail art pens work. I don't actually have those. I like this stuff. If you have a nail art brush and white nail polish, which obviously you would if you're doing clouds, you can just pour out some of that and do the same thing. But I like this because it dries fast. And as you can see, it's this one's kind of globby. Mine is, at least. The brush is really, really super thin. So you can really paint on wings if you're careful. You just kind of wipe off the extra stuff off the tip because it needs to be kind of thinned out there. And then you're just going to kind of draw a little line. Another one down here, like angel wings basically, really thin angel wings. You can go over it if it's a little bit too thin. And then for the spaces that are there, if it turns out like mine, you just kind of it doesn't really have to be perfect, just get the wings, the idea of the wings going. So then you have your one wing put on, and then you just have to draw the second one. Thin out my brush here. They don't have to be the same size, just, again, get the idea. And you don't want to put it right next together. You just kind of want to leave a little bit of space so you can get your snitch in there and not have to make him too big. It's definitely not easy to do on toes, but I'm trying, so bear with me. And then, same thing, draw a little line down there. Just kind of fill it in. I just messed up a little bit. I'm sure most of you will come to realize that when you do this, your hand's going to be pretty much right in your face, so it makes it a little bit challenging to do it kind of far away and on your feet. If I haven't drilled that into your head enough by now. Okay, so there's your snitch wings. You know, they're not totally perfect. They look a little better if they're a little thinner, but it'll work. Any Harry Potter fan will know what a snitch is when they see it. Okay, so now that should dry pretty quick. So while I'm letting that dry, I'm going to go ahead and mix up a gold polish. You can see when I did it before, this is the color that it's going to be. Really a nice golden yellow is what you want, preferably metallic. I don't have that, so I had to mix up some polishes. And what I did to make this color is I used, let's see, this is Nina Ultra Pro nail lacquer. Not my favorite, but the color's really nice. It's called like Butta. I know I'm a white girl, so that sounds funny. I used this mixed with Revlon gold coin, and you get a really pretty color. You get this really pretty kind of golden, yellow gold color. So I'm just going to go ahead and actually put that in the same spot. Just a little bit. You don't need a lot for this. Because I recommend not doing a snitch on every single nail because it's the snitch, right? You know? You don't need it on every nail. You don't even have to do it on both hands, really. If you just do it on one, that's nice. I did it on both. You can kind of see I did it on this one because I really messed up this finger. And it doesn't want to focus. Okay, there we go. I did it on that finger. And I know you can't really see because my light is going so fast. I should have done this earlier in the day, but I didn't. So I did it there, and I did it on my thumb. So if you're going to do it on both hands, do it on a different finger. It just makes it more fun, more snitch-like, I guess. So once you've got that going on, you just kind of mix the gold coin with it. And again, get out your little, whatever it is you're using to mix it. I guess I should have put a little bit more. Don't have enough here. It's not really that important to have a lot, but it makes it easier if you can at least get your brush into it. Too yellow. Hang on. Okay. Battery's about to die, so I'm trying to hurry because I'm doing this on my phone, and I know it's kind of ghetto, but that's all I have right now. I mean, I have a laptop, but it's just awkward to do that. So anyway, for our dotting, I don't have a dotting tool, so the best can't even say it. The best tool that you can use for this, improvisation, word I was looking for, you can use a bobby pin. They're really good. Not as nice as a dotting tool, but if you want to be kind of clever and crafty about this, you can use a bobby pin. So you're just going to get the tip of your bobby pin, dip it in the mixture that you've made. Mine's already drying. That's not nice. It doesn't turn out nice if it's already drying, but you just kind of dab it in the middle there. If it doesn't turn out a perfect circle, that's okay. Just kind of keep dotting it until it does. So your snitch doesn't look so lumpy. That's why it's better if your polish doesn't dry that fast, because then your snitch won't be all misshapen. Okay, so I think that's pretty good. I would like the polish a little thicker though, so I think I'll mix up a little bit more real quick. If I can do this without my battery dying, it'll be fantastic. So, kind of have to do a lot for this because it does dry fast. It's not fun, but it dries fast. There we go. Okay. So mix it up like so. There we go. That's good. That's perfect. Dab your end in. Then just stick it right on your nail. There. Okay, so that's a really big snitch, but I guess it works because it's on the toenail. Okay, there we go. Now he's not misshapen. Let that dry. And let me see if I can even kind of bring this a little bit closer so you can see what it looks like. I have it on my thumbnail as well. I'll put pictures up of my fingers, of course, because this isn't a complete set on my toes. But you can see what it looks like. My flash is throwing it off a little, but just let that dry, put your top coat on, and then you're completely done. And you'll have successfully completed the Harry Potter Quidditch Manicure.